Hey, Damon, thanks so much for coming on the show and talking to me. So I had a question. Why did you choose Harbor Springs, Michigan to start treating patients as a physical therapist?
Didn't actually choose Harbor Springs. We had a family issue. I was living in South Carolina, and my wife is actually from Michigan, other side of the state. So let's see, Harbor Springs is up here. She's from Alpena, which is over here, if you look at Michigan like this. And her aunt lived in Harbor Springs. So family stuff, that's how we settled up here. Love it. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
I know a lot of people watching this are wondering what exactly mobile physical therapy is. What is outpatient physical therapy in the home? Can you explain the difference between traditional home health physical therapy and what you do as a mobile therapy provider?
The difference between what I do and what traditional home physical therapy is basically outpatient therapy at home. So you don't need to have a skilled nurse involved. You don't need to have other issues that keep you homebound. It's more of a convenience. You want to be able to get out and go about your day. You can do that. Makes it more convenient. If it's difficult for you to get to therapy during regular business hours, we can see you after hours. We can see you at home, at work, whatever makes it more comfortable for you.
That's awesome. Now, are you able to treat all the same conditions? Like, do you specialize in anything? Tell me about the kind of patients that you're seeing providing these services in their homes.
You know, what we can see all the same conditions that traditional physical therapy brick and mortar clinic would see: total knee replacement, golfer, tennis elbow, low back pain, any of the same things you could go to physical therapy before, we could bring to you in the home. It gets billed the same way as it does in the clinic, and allows, like I said, the flexibility of being able to stay at home or stay at work, have different hours, and work around your schedule to make it easier. Plus, if you've got difficulty at home getting out of the bed, reaching up in your cabinets, going up and down the stairs, we can actually use those things as goals in your home to be able to allow you to do those things instead of simulating them in the clinic. I've got lots of good relationships with clinics, and I used to work in a clinic, so I know the good things they can do. This is just something different, allows you to stay at home and get the benefit of doing things at home.
I can totally see the value of being able to treat a patient in the patient's home, in the environment where they're going to be doing what they do, especially right now with the pandemic and everything that's going on. I'm sure patients don't want to go to busy, crowded clinics. So that's awesome. Now, you're saying that Medicare will reimburse for this kind of visit. Are you a Medicare provider?
Yes, I am a Medicare provider, Medicare Part B. Just like any other physical therapy outpatient clinic. Also participate with several other commercial insurances around the area that allow us to, like I said, bill the same way as going into the physical therapy clinic.
So you've been a therapist for a while now. What made you decide when you were going to start your own business to do it in this fashion, to become a mobile provider going into the patient's home instead of creating your own brick and mortar clinic? What's the benefit to you? What's the benefit to the patient?
Whenever I started my business, I knew that I wanted to be mobile, allowing the flexibility both for myself and for the clients to be able to see them in their surroundings. Makes it easier for them. Sometimes people are intimidated with coming into the clinic. Travel, especially during the winter, makes it difficult to get out and about. So having the availability to come to see someone at home makes it that much easier. And then you get things, after surgery, a lot of times, like after a knee replacement, things are moving in the direction that you get to outpatient therapy pretty quickly. But some people still just can't handle getting out to therapy the first couple of days after surgery, and they get home, but you still need something, and they don't want to go through the whole Medicare Part A home health system. So me being able to come in for a couple of days and transition somebody after the first week into the clinic makes it easier to get down the stairs, a lot of education with family on positioning of the leg, and some basic exercises to do makes it a whole lot easier to see someone at home for a little bit, then gets them prepared to go to outpatient therapy.